Good day, everyone. Today I want to talk about something that's not always obvious, but is absolutely crucial for your mental clarity, your energy, and your goals. It's about focus, and more specifically, how a narcissist will try to steal it. Now, I don't mean just someone with confidence. I'm not talking about a strong personality or someone who posts selfies on social media. I'm talking about the kind of person whose behavior consistently demands attention, manipulates emotions, and disrupts the peace in your mind, all to put the spotlight on themselves. A narcissist, whether in your family, your workplace, your social circle, or even in your relationship, doesn't just want your time. They don't just want your praise. They want your focus because they understand, maybe unconsciously, that if they can control your focus, they can control your energy, your reactions, and your reality. Focus is power. Let's take a moment to remember this. Your focus is one of the most powerful assets you have. Where you place it determines how your day goes. It determines your progress. It influences your mood, your self-worth, and your momentum. And narcissists know this. They thrive in the spotlight, but not just any spotlight. They want your spotlight. They want your eyes on them, your thoughts on them, your emotions tied to them, even if it means creating drama, confusion, or chaos. And they're good at it because they've practiced it all their lives. How narcissists steal focus. So how exactly do they do it? Let's break it down into 3 common ways. They create chaos to control the narrative. Have you ever had a peaceful day, productive, clear-headed, and then suddenly one message, one phone call, or one conversation with that person throws everything off? They stir the pot. They make cryptic comments. They say, "We need to talk," and suddenly your brain is spinning. You were focused on your goals, but now you're focused on them. That's not an accident. That's not coincidence. That's design. Narcissists often create chaos when they feel you pulling away. When you start focusing on your own growth, your own peace, your own life, that chaos becomes a rope they use to pull you back in. They use guilt, obligation, and shame. A narcissist doesn't always steal focus with noise. Sometimes they do it with silence, with coldness, with distance, with passive-aggressive comments like, "I guess you're too busy for me these days." Now, your focus is no longer on what matters to you. It's on how to make them feel better. You begin questioning yourself. Am I being selfish? Did I do something wrong? Should I call them? But here's the truth. Guilt is one of the narcissist's favorite weapons. Because when you feel guilty, you stop thinking clearly. You stop protecting your focus. You bend to their emotional demands, and they win. They turn every situation back to themselves. Ever share something important? A success, a struggle, an idea, and somehow the narcissist turns it into a story about them? You open up, and suddenly you're the listener. You achieve something, and they're either competing or downplaying it. You're going through something, and they make it about their pain. This isn't support. This is redirection. It's them pulling your focus off your own experience, your own path, and centering it on theirs. And over time, you start shrinking. You start minimizing your wins, downplaying your pain, and withholding your truth, because you've learned that everything always has to orbit them. Why they do it? So why does the narcissist do this? What's really driving this behavior? It's not just arrogance. It's insecurity in disguise. A narcissist often has a fragile ego beneath the surface. To protect it, they build a false self, a version of themselves that must be admired, praised, and central to everything. If you're thriving without them, if you're not thinking about them, if you're focused on something that doesn't include them, they feel invisible. And that's intolerable to their ego. So they'll do whatever it takes to pull your focus back, even if it means sabotaging your peace. The cost of lost focus. Here's the danger. When someone repeatedly hijacks your focus, you begin to lose your sense of direction. You start every day with good intentions, but somehow end up drained. You second-guess yourself. You lose hours, even years, trying to fix or understand someone who doesn't want to be fixed or understood. You begin living in reaction, not intention. And that's not the life you're meant for. Taking your focus back. Now, let me be clear. You can't always cut a narcissist out of your life. Sometimes they're family, sometimes they're coworkers. But you can reclaim your focus. You can create boundaries that protect your energy and attention. Let me give you 5 quick ways to do that. Stop explaining yourself. Narcissists love to bait you into long explanations. They twist your words. They argue in circles. Stop playing. You don't need to defend your boundaries. A simple "that doesn't work for me" is enough. Name the pattern. Start noticing when your focus gets hijacked. Is it a certain message that always triggers you? A guilt trip? A pattern of sabotage? Once you name it, you can interrupt it. Protect your mornings. The way you start your day sets the tone. Don't open that message. Don't check that app. Don't engage with emotional vampires first thing. Start with you, your mind, your purpose, your peace. Use gray rock method. When dealing with narcissists, neutrality is power. No big emotional responses, no justifications, just calm, flat, boring responses that give them no fuel. They crave drama. Don't feed it. Recenter daily. Each night or morning, ask yourself, where did my focus go today? Did I spend it on what matters to me, or on trying to manage someone else? And if the answer isn't what you hoped, forgive yourself. Then reset. Your focus is sacred. Let me leave you with this. You are here to do something meaningful with your life. Whether it's building a career, raising a family, writing a book, healing, starting a business, helping others, or just finding joy, it requires your focus. Narcissists are experts at distraction, distortion, and emotional theft. But the good news is, once you see the game, you don't have to play. You get to reclaim your time. You get to redirect your energy. You get to walk away, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, from the spotlight they're trying to pull you into. And you get to say, with full power, I'm no longer available for anything that pulls me away from my purpose. Pray to God to help you maintain your focus, and praise Jesus for helping you.